Someone is hiding how they actually feel about a specific situation or an action that they have to take. We have please do not lose hope, and it's in reverse. Autumn is my last chance. How interesting is that? That autumn is the last chance for them to do something here, especially when it comes to health, fitness, and work routine. We're looking at Virgo also. This being in reverse, it's almost like someone has lost hope. They've lost hope because they missed a window. We have rediscover your individuality, become the dragon with mermaid in the koi pond. The number here is condensing down to a 5. So this is talking about change coming in. Someone is hiding the fact that change is coming in, and they have to be brave about this, because this card here with rediscover your individuality and become the dragon is an energy of like finding yourself again, finding your, you know, your empowerment and the things that light you up, that help you to follow passion's lead. Becoming a dragon is fiery and fierce and very emboldened. So for someone here to feel like they've already lost all hope, they're not doing this, they're pretending. And then we have this as confirmation with another 5 condensed down. We have Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, and drama. So someone here is hiding how they feel, the experiences that they're going through. We do have what comes around with the 3 fates. And this one is a 26 condensing down to an 8. So we're looking at Scorpio in the shadow. Okay. Interesting. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Tell me about this. What are they hiding? Or why are they hiding? Why are they hiding? Okay, because they're frightened here. They're frightened here of some sort of action, of not being a victim. Someone's being told here not to lose hope or not to pretend something. Now, I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody else in the collective. The first card that flipped out was here. It's time to be brave. And then, so we've got balance coming in here. Then we also have magical space clearing time, 2 little witches, but it's in reverse. And we have a number 3 or 30 condensing down to a 3 with Gemini. And the one that I'm not putting out, but I am going to recognize, is this one here. Collision of belief styles, attitudes and energies, the storm angel in reverse. Something's been removed. I feel like it's stepping up to the plate, stepping up to the edge, stepping up to the void. There's something about showing up or stepping up. It may be frightening, but by doing so, it really does cleanse out something that may have been following you, or something that's been kind of like trying to attach, trying to get into your energy. I am not a victim here with a number 3. So your thoughts, your emotions, and your words really, really, really hold power, especially right now. Wisdom is light as a feather. You may have some sort of guardian coming through, telling you there's something here that needs to be cleaned up, that needs to be removed to help you be reborn. But I'm getting that there's another energy here that's frightened. There's an energy here that is either frightened or in shock that you've been able to come so far, or you've been able to figure something out. You've been able to figure something out. Who is this that is in shock? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too many, too many, too many. Okay, let's do this again. Who is it that is in shock? Who's in shock? Just one, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the person or people that are in shock, you need some space in a relationship. It may be somebody that you dated in the past, could be an ex, it could be a friend. You've got to take it as it resonates. We have Beauty and the Beast. We also have here the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past and the negative nostalgia, with a 36 condensing down to a 9. So this is somebody who you may not speak to this person anymore, or they don't care about, I feel like they don't care about how they hurt others, or how their actions have an effect on other people. The fact that we also have you've attracted wonderful news in reverse. It's like they don't care if they hold you back from fulfilling your full potential. As long as they get something, as long as they're not left behind. It feels like a very selfish energy coming through, and not in the selfish as in, you know, it's all right to be selfish and to put yourself first. This is putting yourself first and trampling on other people's dreams as you do so. Okay. Okay, Akashic libraries are open. So you may be getting a lot of downloads. You may be getting weird dreams or vivid dreams, or just a lot of messages coming through at this time. Where would you like me to go? Over here. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Distance, divorce, ghost, and separation. This is someone that you're separated from, but somebody that you do not miss. Okay. So there is a need here to cleanse something out. I feel like someone is on the precipice of creating like this massive transformation in their healing, in their emotions, in how you perceive life or the world. You may have ran from this part of yourself before, and there's no judgment from me whatsoever if you did. We have got karmic coming out here with third parties, haters, and lesson learned. Okay. Yeah, there's absolutely no judgment from me, because we are all just, you know, walking each other home, as Rumi says, right? I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Bronwen. This is Bronwen's Cove Tarot 111. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. It's always good to have new faces. And if you are a returning subscriber, so family hearts, I love you guys. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for supporting this channel and making it what it is. I am going to ring this bell. This is just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, it is a good idea to turn down your listening device, because this can get quite loud. In 3, 2, and in 1. Okay. Let's see what's going on with someone losing hope because they've missed a window of time. Expose you is what I heard. Someone here wanted to expose you. It may be this person from the past wanting to expose your true face, or your true being is what I heard. Because they feel shattered, broken. They may be having nightmares. They may feel like an absolute failure, while you've been able to free yourself from their energy. We do also have coming out here blocked and epiphany, and they're both in reverse. Epiphany says self-reflection, answered questions, and untapped talents. So these are in reverse. There's a lack of this going on. This is like the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Action first, think about it later. Then we have blocked with moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. Which one wants to go down first? This one. No, this one. Okay. I'm going to place that one down there. Yeah, it feels like somebody's going through the motions. Look at that. You've got clingy, old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. This person doesn't want to be seen as an old ex. They may have had a plan to expose a part of you that is either the part of your shadow that you're being asked to look at now. And it's not saying that you're ignoring it. It's not saying that you're not doing the work. You are, and it's evident that you are. But there is a part, there's like a corner of your shadow that either you haven't looked at, or it's so pushed down in your subconscious that you don't know it's there. And it may pop up now and again with vivid dreams. That's why I was getting like downloads and things like that. But there is a time in your life that maybe you shared with this person from your past, whether you shared the experience with them or you shared what happened to you, and they are wanting to expose it as if it's some sort of negative thing, or the person that you were back then. It's like them stating that you are that person that you were back then. Maybe you were a thug when you were a kid. Maybe, I don't know, you could have been anything, right? But people change. We have vacation coming out with getaway, relax, and have fun. And then lust in reverse, greed by any means necessary and inconsiderate. Okay, so whoever this is that's getting kind of stressed out at wanting to expose you, what they're actually going to do is push you more into the direction of what part of your shadow needs more love, needs more illumination, needs more time and, you know, time and gentleness put into it, especially if you're not sure what that area is. Tell me about glamour, intrigue, and drama, please. We have here cutting ties, freedom, standing up, and awakening. So whoever it is that they're playing like some sort of game of charades or charades, whatever you want to call it. We've got wealthy, secure and settled in reverse with established. So this person is pretending to have a good life. They're pretending to be happy. They're pretending to not miss you or not think about you or not stalk you online. But you do have chaos coming out with upheaval, disaster and downfall. I feel like they're trying to bring in chaos into your life. They don't like that you have moved on so quickly. That's how they see it. It may have been years. It may have been weeks. Maybe the relationship was dead in the water for a really long time before you broke up. That's irrespective of that. There's some sort of ish they wish to throw at the fan. It's not just going to hit the fan, they're throwing it. They're literally yeeting it towards the fan. They want that ish to be sprayed everywhere because they want you to kind of fall over yourself or fall into like a wound. This wound within your shadow. Upheaval, disaster and downfall. Well, see, the thing is with it's a time to be brave. This is when you jump off. This is when you jump off the edge. This is when you trust that the universe will catch you and you face with love, with kindness, with gentleness, whatever it is that's in your shadow that this person's trying to use against you. And that's going to be very different for each person. Tell me about magical space clearing time in reverse. Okay, so we have here stuck, dead end and frozen in reverse. So you have moved away a lot of stagnant energy. I just saw a group of bells like hanging out on top of like the door, you know, like when you go into certain convenience stores and when you open it, it goes ding, 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 ding. Someone here may actually benefit from having bells around their house or bells by their doors. Okay. Anything else, please and thank you. Yeah, this person's not. They don't want you to continue to grow the way that you are and glow the way that you are. New opportunities, new career, successful business. Because it came out in reverse and you've got narcissist underneath. Egotistical, opportunist and fragile. Okay. Let me pop those over here. Where would you like me to go? Still on this side. Okay. Where should I? This one. Okay, interesting. Interesting seems to be the word of the day, right? Let's see if they want to come out. It's crazy. This box does this to me every time and I always forget. There we go. Nurturing is coming out in reverse. Someone may have a mother wound that they're being asked to look at. Yeah, there may be somebody who wants to reach out to you. There may be someone's mother may want to reach out to you, or this person may try and reach out to you, and they may actually trigger wounds within you that you thought were healed when it comes to how you maybe overextended yourself when you were with this person or over nurtured this person. It's that energy of going into weaponized incompetence so that you become like the mothering or fathering figure. I am going to cough. Give me one sec. Yeah, because we've got healer and we've got nurturing. Always taking care of other people. It feels like someone has drawn their energy back. And I don't know if you have drawn your energy back from many people, not just this person. It does feel like someone here is in hermit mode. And it's not like isolating yourself because you hate the world. It's like just respecting your energy enough to know when other people's energy is too much, right? I feel like this is a good thing. Tell me about being unblocked. What do we need to know about this? Move on. Yeah, this person's definitely stuck on you because we had another move on come up in reverse. So this person's very stuck in their emotions, very upset that they can't get through to you. But I feel like this person's energy is not to be trusted anyway. They're trying to expose a part of yourself that may have caused you a lot of pain, or the memory of it could have caused you a lot of pain. And, you know, healing is not a linear journey. It can take an entire lifetime or it can take a couple of months, depending on what the wound is, right? I'm not a doctor or therapist, just my own experience and my opinion. This person is they both want you to kind of like contact them and speak to them, but they also want to hold you back, and they don't care if it messes you up. They don't care. They literally don't. It does feel like there's unexpected blessings coming towards you. And I do feel like this person has been speaking ill of you or speaking in a certain way to an entire group or an entire community of people. So they're going to be really shocked when you get these blessings. There's something that's coming towards you. And I don't know why I just saw the tree out of Avatar. You know, the tree that's really holy to the people, the Avatar people, I can't remember what they're called. And how they can wrap their hair, their living hair, into the tree, and they can, you know, more or less communicate or see memories. I cannot remember. It feels like something like that, because we have the tree of life. It's the tree of life that's coming through here. We've got inner strength and we've got unexpected blessings. So we've got above and below. Interesting. Okay, so it could be a community of either God-fearing people or very spiritual people. Could be practicing witches, either good or bad, I don't know. There's somebody here. This group is very shocked by what? What are they shocked by? We've got laughter in reverse, we've got anxiety, and we've got inner strength with vacay. I think they're very, very shocked by your resilience, by your inner strength, by how you've been persistent in your healing journey. But there's something else here. I think that whatever it is that this other person's trying to expose within you, it just shows what you've been through, and it's not an embarrassment is what I'm hearing. It's not an embarrassment, even though this person wants you to feel embarrassed, maybe because they feel embarrassed themselves for not being able to not being able to keep you. I heard this person wears their pride like a shield, and then gets angry if it gets dented. So we have anger management coming out. This person could be an emperor in reverse, and that's irrespective of gender. They could just be an emperor in reverse. Thank you. We've got love coming out here. And it feels, rather than this person's running up to, and this person's running down to meet each other, I don't know if it's this person or this person, but it's like they've turned a corner and seen each other, and this one's like, I've got to stop, let me turn back again. Well, this one's running up after them, or vice versa. That's what I'm getting here. Someone is going through the motions and pretending to be over you, pretending not to be hurt or angry with the decisions that you've made, to move away from them and to heal and just move on with your life. And it's almost like watching a K-drama. I'm obsessed with them right now, but watching a K-drama and believing that's exactly what love is, when it's not. It's a drama. It's just an over dramatized, story. In other words, this person's playing some sort of something in their head. It feels like they are still on that wavelength of, if I can keep it up for long enough, I can wear this mask and look, two-faced. I can wear this mask and pretend that my life is going really well. I will be able to trick this person, and then I can take them down. Okay. Tell me about this community though. What do we need to know? Vacations coming out here. We also have naive. Okay. I don't know if this is like in another country. I don't know if this person lives in another country from you now. Or maybe you move country, move cities. They're oceans apart, oceans apart. I feel like the community of people have kind of disconnected from whoever this person is from your past. They may have got a lot of support before, because, when someone tells you, oh my gosh, stay away from so-and-so, that lives at number 47 because that person is all weird. They're really weird. They don't clean up or anything like that. And at first, if you're told that when you're moving into a new area, you're like, oh, thanks for the heads up. And then when you go to that number 47 or you walk past it, you kind of like tense up a bit, or you may kind of like poke your head round to see if there's anyone weird in there. But how do you actually know that that person's weird, and the person that didn't tell you, the person who told you, just doesn't like them? Do you know what I mean? We really go on first assumptions, and it feels like this group of people or this community may have gone on first assumptions of what they were told about you, rather than actually finding out themselves. Because people are lazy. Come on, we are lazy to a certain degree, and I'm putting myself in there. When someone tells you something, you're going to take it at face value unless it's proven otherwise. And it feels like this community has kind of distanced themselves in some way. You've got naive, you've got vacay, and you also have rock bottom in reverse. So maybe you had people here who were maybe supporting whoever this is from your past, ex, whatever, because at the time it's like they had nothing better to do but chat, and now they're kind of distancing themselves. And it does feel like something here is what is shocking them. Your success. There's something about your glow up that is shocking them. Your resilience, the things that you have been through. Look, your inner strength, your inner strength. Tell me about glamour, intrigue and drama, please, especially with cutting ties in reverse. Someone needs to keep cleansing away a cord, an etheric cord. Say less is coming out here. Say less is in reverse. So someone here talks about you a lot, or they think about you a lot. Now, the reason why it came up that someone here needs to keep cleansing away a cord is because my understanding of like magic, or, you know, when someone tries to bind us or connect to us or blah, 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 they're not binding to us per se, as much as they are binding to the vibrational wound that matches with what it is that they're sending out towards you. If we're genuinely, you know, in that growth mindset, and we are constantly like evolving and evaluating ourselves, and I don't mean like on a daily basis, like have I healed, but if we are working on that in drips and drabs here and there, we're going to change our frequency, we're going to change our vibration, and that thing that was being sent towards us is no longer going to be able to attach because the vibration isn't a match. This is why, while we are working on ourselves, while we are working on whatever this thing is in your shadow, that you're on the edge of this transformation, of healing this, there's a need to continue. I heard up the ante with your cleansing. And don't go madder with it. Don't go crazy with it. You don't have to scrub your toilet floor with like a toothbrush and like Florida water. You don't need to do anything like that. But there is a need here to kind of up the prayer that you do. If you do it only once a day, try doing it twice. If you are used to, you know, mopping your floor once a week with lemon water and salt, do it twice a week. Just up it a little bit, because it feels like this person is not wanting to give up, but something's going to be opened up and shown to this group of people, the people around them. And it's in this person from the past trying to expose your vulnerabilities as like a weakness. They're going to expose themselves as being a vile bully, as being like this aggressor for no reason. Like, get on with your life, mate. You have healer coming out here. Yeah, they're trying to do this to a healer, to a golden healer. Can I get one more, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. One on stagnant in reverse. Daydream, that's too many. I only need one. One sec. Masculine energies coming through. Okay. So you're being asked to kind of sit in your divine masculine energy, irrespective of gender, because that's about action and doing, ambition, motivation, get things done. Yeah, and in doing so, I'm telling you, someone's going through a spiritual awakening right now, and you are literally on that precipice of widening your crown chakra, your third eye. Inner strength is coming out again. Okay, I'm going to close this down now by just grabbing my oracle cards, the tea leaf oracle deck, and seeing if there's any messages that we have missed that need to come through. Let's have a butcher's, shall we? Okay, months of the year. We've got January coming through with Jack Frost. Okay, interesting. Frosty, frosty. Wish will not be granted. Yeah, this person may be trying to send a love spell of some sort. Bearing the bad news, bearing the bad news. This person may have issues with their heart. You may have issues with your heart. If you do, please make sure that you are following the guidance of your doctor. I am not one. Okay. Tell me about rediscover your individuality. Do you want me to take this one? Yeah. Okay. Great good fortunes in reverse. Okay. This is like the energy of the Midas versus the miser. The one who has like this golden energy over here, this golden healer, everything that you put your hand to, you turn to gold. And that comes from working within and allowing that to shine out. And then the miser is like the old curmudgeon out of like Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. They're just sitting there counting their money, limitation on limitation on limitation. We're talking about money. What comes out? A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Oh, they don't want to let go of you because they know you got moolah coming towards you. You are a money magnet. Maybe that should be the mantra for the day. Pop it down in the comment section to claim that. I am a money magnet. Money is always, it's always flowing to me in both expected and unexpected ways. I am a money magnet. Let me see what's coming out here. Vacation's coming out more than once. Someone here is going on a trip. Someone here is definitely going on a trip. Tell me about masculine energy, please. What do we need to know? Oop. Thank you. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead, but it's in reverse. So it's almost like things have been sorted out for you when it comes to your finances. It's really linked in with your glow up, both spiritually, emotionally, physically, maybe. This coming to the edge, getting ready to jump into that void, is going to open up doors of opportunity for you. And it also keeps you protected because you are healing yourself. And it means any kind of spiritual attacks, they just don't work. They don't work. Be excited for this. Seriously, the change coming in is amazing. It is giving me very Persephone vibes. This energy of being in the darkness or in winter for so long, that when the spring comes, and you know, I don't know if you know the story of Persephone, but long story short, she was kidnapped by Hades, the king of the underworld, and her mother fought for her because she was just like, oh heck no, you're not taking my daughter. And she was able to persuade him to give her back, to bring her back from the underworld for one season, which was spring, which is why flowers then open, and you know, and crocuses and so on and so forth. So she's both the queen of the underworld and the queen and the goddess of spring. So that's what I'm getting here. I'm going to leave this here. I really hope that gave you the confirmation and clarity that you needed, that you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more of my content and when I post it, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see exactly that and when I do. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay cool. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.